Hello folks, it's Rick Enfinger here with Will You Endure. Going to bring you a great video tonight, and it's going to be about email marketing. The question is email marketing dead? Well, I can tell you no. I can tell you firsthand no. All those ads are mainly just to get your attention. So I'm not going to try that. I'm going to tell you the email marketing works, and it works real good. Now, there again, you need to know how to work it. That's the key. Uh, when I first got started, I was one of those that didn't know how to work it. Okay. Now, I have presently been educating myself and skilling up and doing better and better at it, and I hope to get only better. I hope you understand that there's people out there right now that are in this game. Of course, now that understand they've got years on us. I've been online now for about a year, maybe a little over, about maybe 13, 14 months, something like that. Um, but some of these guys out there that's been out here for 10, 12, 14 years, they're getting results like for every email, they're getting like 20, right at 20, 18 or $20 an email per month that they have on their list. So I hope that tells you right there that email marketing is not dead. It just, basically you've got to learn some skills, and that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about tonight. It's not a big deal. It's one of the things that it actually overwhelmed me for a little while because I thought that it was more than I could learn. Like I said, my name is Rick Enfinger, and I'm 51 years old. I'm not born of the technical age. My first computer, I believe I was probably 35 or somewhere in that range before I got my first computer. Um, this will basically tell you how old I am. My first cell phone, which was probably I believe it was my late 20s, maybe a little bit earlier than that. But anyway, was a bag phone. And a lot of y'all don't even know what that. I had somebody tell me the other day, "What's a bag phone?" Well, there used to be these little. They looked like little satchels that the bag. It was a little bag you could carry it that your phone came in, and then you had to open it up and you had to fold up your little antenna and then plug it in and that was the cell phone back in the day. But anyway, not to keep harping on how old I am. I'm 51, and so I wasn't born in the technical age. So this has all been a challenge for me. But I can tell you that I've come across a system that has it's increased my skill level incredibly, and it made it interesting and it made it easy for me to learn. Okay, now easy doesn't mean it doesn't require work, but it did make it easy for me to learn. Now, I'm not here to talk to you about that. I'll get to that later on in the video. So, if you're interested in anything like that, just stay tuned and watch this video, and I'll talk to you a little bit about it in the end. Email marketing. Okay, a lot of people have the misconception of it's the same email that. Hold on a second. Let me get this Norton popping up on my screen here. They have the misconception that it's the same email that you use, in your everyday life, normal life. Well, it's really not. It operates through that system, but email marketing is let's just say a professional program type setup. Now, don't let that overwhelm you. That's just my definition. When I say professional, meaning it's something that works on the pro level. Okay, in other words, it's not something you're going to go in on your phone and just punch in a little, 5-word email and send it, and it's going to yield you, income. I'm not talking about that. Okay, email marketing is a system. Okay, it's a business system that it's an incredible system if you understand it and if you educate yourself on it. Let me give you some numbers first so that you'll maybe pay more of attention to this, because for right now you might be like I was in the beginning. I heard this a long time ago. I heard about it, basically right when I first got online, and I heard people talk about email marketing, and I thought, I'm not interested in that. Well, in fact, I came around, and the reason being was because I started understanding just how powerful it was. So let me share a few numbers with you. So hopefully, if the number of, $18 to $20 per email per month doesn't get you, which it should, because that's how several, when I'm going to say several, I mean there's hundreds of online marketers that are making millions of dollars. Now let me touch on that a little bit even harder. Some of them are making even millions of dollars per month. Okay, and it's all due to the size of their email list. All right. Now, I mean, there again, don't let the numbers overwhelm you, and don't start thinking that you're going to make $1 million overnight email marketing. You're not. Okay, I can guarantee you're not, and I'm not trying to tell you that you are. So this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not me trying to tell you, oh, by the way, I'll get you set up on email marketing, and next week you're going to be a millionaire. No, I'm not saying that at all. Okay, if you're hearing that, either adjust your hearing or get your hearing aid, or maybe move on to another channel. Maybe somebody else has got that secret. I don't have it. Okay, but let me share some numbers with you, and hopefully it'll interest you. What they say right now, the statistics are the average email marketer, which means I'm not talking about the gurus. I'm talking about just the average email marketer is yielding about $1 to $2 per month per email. Okay. Now that's not a lot. I know you're probably thinking, well, damn, $1 or $2. I mean, why would he go through the effort? Well, here's why. Let's just say, and I'm going to use real easy numbers. Okay. Number one, so that I can calculate them easier, because I don't have to use a calculator. But let's just say that you can collect. Let's use a round number. Let's say 200 emails per month. Okay. Now, understand, there's people out there that are collecting thousands of emails per month. But let's just say simplicity. Let's say you can collect 200 emails a month, which is super simple. Okay. Now, at 200 emails a month, now multiply that out. At $1 to $2 a month per email, how much is that? That's what, $200 to $400 a month. Okay. I mean, it's not a lot. Okay. But it'll pay a car note. It'll pay some insurance. It'll pay a light bill. It'll pay for date night. Okay. I'm just throwing some examples out there so you can understand what it will account for, and understand, once you get this set up, once you can get this going, this is almost, there's a lot of people out there who say that it's an automatic system. That's not entirely true, and I want to always be entirely upfront with you. You do have to monitor it. You do have to run what they call analytics on it, which means, sorry about this, I keep getting these pop-ups. Clear that. Okay. You have to monitor your analytics, which are stats on your email within your system. Okay. And the reason you do that is because you always wanting to basically polish it. In other words, make it a little slicker, a little nicer, a little easier, a little better performing. Okay. I try to give analogies toward cars. I'm a big car buff, and to make a car slicker for me is shine it up a little bit, buff it up a little bit, clean it up a little bit, makes it a little nicer, makes it a little bit more appealing. Okay, and for this, I'm saying, to make it more appealing, if you fix just a few little what do you call them, just a little small things here and there, you can make more money, and hopefully that's what interests you. Okay, so 200 a month. Okay, now let's say that you've done this straight 5 months in a row. That's 1,000 emails on your list. Okay, now what is that? That's $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Now, see, we're starting to get your attention a little bit, right? We're starting to say, that's interesting, because that's a nice house note. Okay, I could be looking at getting me a house, right? Okay, and there again, this is a simple, easy business. Okay, it's not backbreaking. And what I'm saying is, when I was young, I used to lift hay bales. I would follow the baler, and I would grab the hay bales, which are about 50 to 60 pounds, and I'd toss them up on the trailer. Now, I'm not talking about that kind of work. Okay, at my age, I'm not sure I can do it anymore like I used to. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not talking about that kind of work. I'm talking about simple work that you can do at your laptop. Okay, And that, you may have to learn a few little small skills, not a big deal, easy to learn, okay? And once you get it down pat, you can actually, it's almost, there again is that word, it's almost automated, okay? So now let's move it up. Let's go to month 10. Now we're at 2,000 emails. Is that right? Month 10, yeah, month 10. 2,000 emails because we've got 200 a month, right? Now, what are we at? Now we're at $2,000 to $4,000 a month. Now we're a whole lot different, ain't we? Okay? You're starting to think, I'm getting real close, or maybe it might be overcoming your income right now. Maybe it's getting real close to it. Maybe you're a guy or girl that's making, I don't know, $50,000 or $60,000 a year. Getting real close. I mean, we're upwards to around almost 48,000. Okay. So now let's just jump some numbers. Let's jump down the road. And there again, we're just talking about the bare minimum. Okay. I'm talking about bare minimum. All right. Let's just say let's say it takes you a couple of years, and it shouldn't take you that long. I'm not saying that it will. For most of y'all, you're going to blow this away. I'm talking about it at my technical skill level. Okay. Let's say it takes you a couple of years, and let's say you can build up an email list of about, I don't know, how about 8,000. Let's say 5. I like the number 5. 5,000 emails. Now what are we talking? That's $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Okay. See, that changes everything, right? Okay. So in other words, if you're that girl or that guy or girl that's making $60,000 a year, $10,000 a month changes that, right? It starts giving you options. And that's really what I want to talk to you about. It's not Email marketing is an incredible, incredible platform. And and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about it, but I want you to understand what will give you the oomph to get out there and do whatever it takes to do something extra, to give your life options, to give you options. Those options might be, as small as, maybe paying off some debt, which is an incredible thing to do. Okay. Maybe it gives you options. Look off my screen. Maybe it gives you options to, I don't know, bring your spouse home from work. Maybe it gives you options to bring you home from work. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, and this is what my goal is. Maybe it gives you the option of basically making this a full-time effort. I'm talking about doing this right now part-time, a couple hours a night, and getting it done the way I'm talking to you about. Okay. Now, I can honestly tell you, when I go full-time, and it won't be too long now, when I go full-time, I'm going to blow this out because I'm going to work my guts out. If that's what I have to do in a whole day's time, then I'm going to work my guts out. Okay. And I'm going to get this done on a incredible level. Okay. I'm just telling you. Maybe that's you too. Okay. But there again, think about those numbers. Let's think about if you get up to 10,000 names. And I've got several friends that's got at least 10,000. I've got a few friends that are upwards to I got one that's got, I want to say around 70 something thousand names. I've got another friend of mine that's got over 100,000. Now, did he do it overnight? No. It's taken him about, I don't know, probably 4 years. I think that's about right. Something like that, 4 years. Okay. And he has been, it wasn't really diligent the first year. I'd say about the second year he really got diligent. So you can basically say he built up 100,000 email list in about 3 years. Okay. But there again, he had to have the why. He had to figure out what was going to make him go after it, like there was no tomorrow. Okay, and you've got to figure that out for you. Okay, so 10,000, name email list. I mean, what's that worth to you? I mean, especially if it yields only, let's just say only average. Let me tell you where I was. Just let's get on a little closer level. When I first started hearing about this, I thought, my tech skills are so low. Maybe I can't do the $1 to $2, on average. The $1 to $2 per email per month. Maybe I can't do that. Maybe I don't have the technical skills to do it. I have learned, like I said, those skills can all be learned, and they were learned easily, and I'm learning every day. Okay, but let's just say this is where my mind was. I thought to myself, what if I could just do 50 cents? Okay, what about 10,000? 10,000 name email lists. That's $5,000 a month. There's that $60,000 a month we were talking about. $60,000 a year. I apologize for that. So there again, if you're that girl or guy that's making $60,000 a year on a full-time job, what if you could learn something online? In other words, you could do it at your kitchen table if you wanted to. That you could do if you put in a couple hours a day, okay, and you're diligent at it. In other words, you don't. I mean, this is a not a job mentality. There's not going to be somebody there, clocking you in, clocking you out, telling you what to do, how to guide it, and all that. This is owning your own business, okay. And the only reason, let me tell you the reason that only a few succeed at this. It's all about discipline. If you can discipline yourself to do a couple hours a day and be diligent and be productive, okay. Let's just say maybe you're like me. Maybe you don't feel like you can be average because your skill levels are so low. I don't know. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you're 51 years old. Maybe you're in your mid 50s. Maybe you're 60. Maybe you're in your 40s and you're not that high skilled. If you're in your 20s and 30s, I'm kind of guessing your skill levels are probably high because y'all are born into this age. So I mean, you should launch off this. I mean, you should literally launch. Okay, the sky should open up and all your dreams should start coming true. That's just to be, that's a little outlandish, but that's being honest. Okay, because your skill levels should be so high. But let's talk about those that are like me. 50 cents per email per month at 10,000 emails. That's $5,000 a month. Okay, so is it worth learning? Is it worth doing? I don't know. You tell me. If you're still watching this, I believe it. I believe you're starting to think it is, and I appreciate you. Now, listen, if you've never come to my channel before, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification right next to the subscribe so that you can be alerted when my next videos are coming out. And I'm trying to release videos every day. Okay. And and if you like this video and if it gives you something to go on, give me a thumbs up. I highly appreciate it. And let me know if you've ever done any email marketing or you've looked into it or whatever. Let me know down in the comments. All right. Now back to it. Email marketing. 50 cents per email per month, less than average. And the only reason, like I said, I never thought that I was less than average. I just thought my skill level was. Okay. And in the beginning, that was about right. Okay. When I first started, that was about the numbers. It didn't take much to go above that, but that's about where I was. Okay. So, I mean, I hope that gives you some interest, on following through with this. Now, what email marketing really is this. It's basically you have to go out there and you have to basically let me think of the word. I use the word bait page. It's not called that. It's called an Optin page. You create an Optin page, and basically what you offer out there, you offer a piece of information for free. You're probably thinking, well, why would I do that? Well, that's how you get the email. Okay, let's just say that your niche, and I'm just using this as an example. It's just the easiest one to use. Let's say your niche is weight loss. What if I was to tell you I have a list of 10 common foods around the house that will basically burn calories for you and help you lose weight? If you would like to have that list, please enter your email address below. What I've just done is I've just basically told you the standard opt-in page for weight loss. See, for mine, it's make money at home, okay, or make money online, or entrepreneurship at home. Okay, those are all about the same niche. That's what I'm involved in. Okay, so for me, it would be something along the lines of 3 quick tips on how to make money online. Enter your email below, and I'll send it to you. Okay, or how about this? How about fishing? How about the #1 fishing plug to catch largemouth bass? You hope you're understanding what I'm saying. An opt-in page is basically a bait. See, I like to call it a bait page. BAIT, bait page, that you reach out there in the pond where the fish are, and you offer them something. You dangle that in front of them, make them want to bite on it, like fish biting on bait, and you reel them in. How you reel them in is you say, listen, if you'd like to have this, give me your email address. Hopefully, I didn't confuse you. I'm a big fisherman, so it made a lot of sense to me. Maybe it didn't to you. But anyway, an opt-in page. Okay, so let me opt-in. Hold on a second. All right, opt-in page. Okay, and then basically what that does is that earns you the email. Okay, you set that up, and you basically you earn people's email. Okay, and basically where you store that in is what they call an autoresponder. Okay, okay, and all that is basically is a storage system, a program is really what it is. It's a storage program to house the emails that you collect into. Okay, and on the back side of within the same program, it gives you the ability to set it up where you can automatically send emails to these people. And I'm not talking about, hey, how are you? What are you up to? That kind of thing. I'm talking about, professional emails that are sent out on a timed basis. Okay, you set up the timing, you set up the time of day, the how many days in between, you set up everything. And there's a system for all of that. Okay, so it's easy to learn. Okay, it's not something that's it's overwhelming. All right. So basically, what we're really what email marketing comes down to is it comes down to these two things right here. Okay, because once you have the emails, then what you do is on a periodic basis you send them an offer. And that offer could be. I mean, there's tons of stuff out there. I mean, for me, it's affiliate marketing basically. Affiliate marketing is basically built around email marketing. All right. And that's part of the system I was talking to you about. Like I said, we'll get a little bit more into it, as this video goes on. But an opt-in page is built from a program. Okay, and it's a program I'm going to link below this video, and it's the same program that's going to help you build what they call a sales funnel. Maybe you've heard that term before. Okay, so this is a super critical one right here. Okay, but it ain't no more critical than this one because the autoresponder is the backbone of email marketing. Okay, so like I said, I will put both those links below this video. All right, and they will be the number one and number two tools, and I highly recommend them. Okay, and what I mean by that is these are tools that I've used, and I've used several. Okay, I got out there and wanted to experiment, make sure I was getting the right thing and what I wanted, and what would be easiest for me to use. That was a big key. And another thing, I had to figure this out on my own. I had to find programs that mesh. There's a word for that. They don't mind mingling together. I don't know what that's. There's a word for that, and I'm not sure what it's called. But anyway, they work good together. They work very good together. Okay, and these two tools do. So listen, if you're interested in this, I'm gonna suggest this to you. The first link below this video is the system I was originally talking about. Okay, and it will teach you all of this, and it will teach you basically how to set up an online business. Okay, how to set up an email marketing campaign, what things to market within that email marketing campaign, and how to set up an almost automatic income stream. And there again, I can't tell you how long it's going to take. I know all of us, to include myself, we'd like to say, man, how long will that take me? A week? I don't know. Probably not a week. Probably going to be a little bit longer. Okay. It's very simple, very easy, but it's hard work. In other words, you got to be consistent. You got to have that discipline we talked about. Okay. If you have that and you have the interest in this and you want to learn how to make 1 to 2 to 5 to 8 to 10 or even more dollars per month per email, then click on that first link below this video. Okay, and make sure that you go down below that, down below that first link. The first link is called my #1 recommendation. Okay, now below that I'll have the tools, and there's actually another book down there I'm offering for free. I just lost my whole train of thought. The author is probably hands down. I mean, and this is probably not even arguable. He's probably the #1 marketer online. His name is Russell Brunson. But he's willing to give you a free book. In exchange, all you have to do is pay shipping and handling. I mean, surely you can do that. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? The guy is the #1, marketer online. This guy makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year, and he's willing to teach you in a book, basically how to do it. Okay. So the first link, like I said, is my #1 recommendation. It's the complete learning system. Okay. Below that will be the 2 tools that you need so that you can build the Optin page and the Autoresponder. Okay. And that system works with the same 2 that I work with. So it will teach you all the ins and outs about it. Okay. And all the details. And it will help you skill up like myself. Okay. And then, like I said, get that book down there. Okay. Like I said, it's a free book. The guy's willing to give it to you. All you got to do is pay shipping and handling. I mean, that's, like I said, again, that's a no-brainer. Now, I've got some other videos down here linked in also, that will help you kind of understand, how this all works. And again, like I said, if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. And let me know down in the comments if you've ever looked into email marketing or if you've ever even heard about it before. Okay? And I appreciate you and thank you for coming to my channel, and we'll talk to you later.